welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you are new. Thank you for everybody for your awesome comments and your likes and your subscribes. I don't know. So thank you guys for that. I really appreciate it. Man, you guys like me. So yeah, really thank you for that. I appreciate it, and it definitely gives me motivation to just keep on going. So yeah, thank you. So today I'm going to be talking about what it is I actually do in grad school, what you do as a graduate clinician, and I'll be showing you how I set up my materials. So, in my last video, I gave you guys just like a brief kind of description or definition of what a speech and language pathologist is, and I just want to let it be known that we do so much more. You know, I just gave you a small snapshot of what we actually do, and most people know us as working in schools and with kids and helping them with their R's because they say wing instead of ring, and we do that, but that's not all that we do. As a speech and language pathologist, we can work in a medical setting, in a hospital, in the NICU with premature babies and helping them with their feeding and sucking, and we can work on the rehab floor in a hospital with a patient who has had a stroke or traumatic brain injury and the language center in their brain is just not working the way it should be working, and so we're there to facilitate that rehabilitation of their language. In the nursing homes, we will have clients who are older and might have some cognitive deficits and some pragmatic issues, which is like social kind of skills issues. So we deal with things like that. Also, I'll just go to your homes, okay? We're all up in your business. We can work as early interventionists, and we're coming to your homes and providing speech and language services for your kiddies who need it. So yeah, I just wanted to get that out there, that there's a variety of settings that we do, and our scope of practice is so big and we wear so many different hats, and I feel like at times it isn't recognized, and real recognized is real. So I'm letting y'all know that I recognize what we do, and I hope that you know and you recognize what we do. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, I'm gonna talk about my clients this semester and how I prepare my materials and how I'm working things out via teletherapy. But before we start, I will let y'all know I'm not trying to get in trouble, and HIPAA. So I will not be giving away any identifying information, or I'm not going to be getting too nitty gritty of this client has this and that, and da-da-da. We're not doing that here today. I'm sorry, I can't do it. But I'll just give you guys like a graze over of what it is that I'm working on and how I'm targeting that. So my first client, I'm looking down because I have my notes there. So my first client, we're working on transgender voice modification, which I love and is so interesting. So one thing to note about communication in general is not just the verbal output, it's the body language. Like you see, I talk a lot with my hands, so that's a part of communication, and this is a communication style that is associated with a female gender role. So we work on, obviously through a hierarchy, on different aspects of communication, and first and foremost we're working on pitch, then we're going off to resonance, and then non-verbal communication, which is the gestures. So with transgender voice modification, you're working in a hierarchy. So we're first starting off with, well, at least me. I'm first starting off with pitch, then I'll go to resonance, and I'll go to nonverbal communication, which is all of this, all of the hand motions that we do, and how we lean in when we talk, or how just that eye contact is always there when we're talking. So it's a lot of different aspects that come into play, and I just really love seeing it just build on one another and just come together as a whole. So specifically with my client, I kind of follow this protocol, and we are working on getting their pitch from here to here. So we're working on that desired pitch in a hierarchical I don't know, in a hierarchy. We're working on that in a hierarchy. And so I'm gonna show you right now what it is we do, and I'll share my screen with you and show you guys my PowerPoint, what I target, and why I target it. Okay guys, I had to take a little milk tea break. I don't know. You guys will soon find out. I really like my lattes and my drinks. I just like to be fancy at home, especially during quarantine. This is like my self-care, making little drinks for myself. Of course, none of the bubbles want to come out. Oh my God. I just made this up today. I like. Okay. So this is my cute little PowerPoint with our agenda for the day, and I do a daily quote every day. And then we have our vocal relaxation, which reduces any jaw, tongue, laryngeal, or shoulder tension to prepare for vocal exercises. Then we go in with our breath support exercises, which help increase breath support, coordinate breathing for phonating, and increase vital lung capacity. And finally, we have our notes and pitch equivalents, just for reference for pitch matching. Before I can get to my next client, somebody wants to say hi, because she just has to be in the camera and the spotlight and have my attention like all the time. You got that? Okay. 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 You guys got that? All right. So, my next client has an adult language disorder, and my overall goal is working on their functional communication and how they're able to use gestures, their verbal output, and their low-tech AAC. If you don't know what AAC is, I will leave a definition here on the screen. Okay, so how they use that, and they're able to convey their message, their needs, their wants to their communicative partner. So that's really important to me, making sure there's no sort of breakdown in that communication. I really try to facilitate a communicative environment that allows and gives my client enough time to communicate what they need, what they want. And it's so hard because as a clinician, you just want to help your client, and it's like, oh, you mean this, oh, you mean that, and I have to just, okay, I need to stop. They need to be able to communicate on their own, and that's something that I really kind of struggled with at first. And so I'm gonna show you right now what I do with that client, and I'll screen share and show you guys. So let's get into that. So I created this social situation for my client. They go to the movies often, and so this was super practical and functional for them. They had to express their needs and their wants with this movie kind of board. And so I created tickets as well, just to make it extra cute and fun. I also created this concession stand scenario so that I can elicit more responses from my client. And how could you not go to the movies and not get a snack? And so having this personalized really motivates a client, and I have found really good results from it. In my experience, they're really appreciative when you take the time to incorporate their interests and their hobbies, because they're like, okay, this clinician is vested in me. She wants to see me progress, or he wants to see me progress. So I'm going to put my best foot forward, and I am going to continue with speech therapy, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that, and I'm going to strive to do better. And so That's something nice. As well, you guys saw how I have my daily quotes for my voice modification client, and that's just a little personal touch that I feel like it motivates my client. They really like to see that I add some sort of positivity and some sort of good intention to set the tone for the rest of the session, which is really important, especially with any sort of voice client. You want a nice, relaxing kind of vibe. You want that session to be relaxing, because if your client is tense and they're scared, and that tension is going to be in their vocal folds as well. Like that tension is going to be in their body, and you don't want that. So those little personal touches really do make a difference, and your clients really do see. So if anything you got out of this, it's that, like, personalize everything. If you can, personalize things. For those of you who might have kids, I had a kid last semester and I still made up my own games. I didn't really buy any materials. If you do, Dollar Tree. Okay, I'm gonna repeat that. If you do need to buy materials, Dollar Tree, okay? She got you. She got you for the low for the dollar. You will find so many great things at Dollar Tree that you have to be creative, but you can put things together really quick. You can use things from Dollar Tree as a reinforcer. Just great. Just look and get your wheels spinning when you're in Dollar Tree, and you'll really start picking things up and like, oh, I can use this for that or this and that. If you're running out of ideas, like by the end of the semester, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm burnt out, I'm tired, I don't know what to do in therapy anymore. Like, I'm there all the time. Pinterest is your best friend. You will really find a lot of things, and also Instagram. The Instagram SLPs and stuff like that, and just follow those hashtags and look through and scroll. You will find so many good ideas. You're like, oh my God, why didn't I think of that? Like, you will find so many good things on Pinterest and Instagram. Just look. That's all you have to really do. Just look. And also TPT, okay? You don't always have to buy things off of TPT. You can get the free stuff and it's still good and useful. Like, I used so many free things on TPT when I had my Artic and phonology client. Like, oh my God. Everything, data collection sheets, just minimal pair kind of cards. Some cards I did pay for, and other things I did pay for if I saw it as a good investment. And what I mean by that is, I see this material and I'm like, okay, I can definitely carry this over and use it as I grow as a clinician. And so I'm gonna invest in the money. And you know, it's a little $5, but we're grad students. Well, I don't work, and it's like, okay, you know, I don't want to spend all my money someplace, you know what I'm saying? So just, if you see it as a good investment, by all means purchase it. If you feel like you can make it yourself, or you can rework something and create your own thing just by looking at a template of something, then do that. Like, I highly recommend it. Like, I say like a lot, but therapy, coming up with therapy materials is time consuming. If you're really devout and you're putting 100% effort into it, it's time consuming, definitely 100%. But like I said before, your client will see that, and also your supervisor will see that you're taking the time to personalize things and make it so that your client will appreciate it and like coming to therapy. So I hope you guys like my little bits and bobs here and there, and that you guys took something from this. Hopefully I can show you guys some more videos of me setting up therapy stuff. If you guys are interested in that, comment down below. I will also be making a video very soon about the whole grad school process. So applying, my personal story applying, how I got my personal statement to where I wanted it to be, how I got my recommendations, the schools that I applied to, which ones I got into, which ones I didn't. Oh my God, that's just like a whole nother video, an emotional roller coaster, because applying to school in general is just, oh my God, hectic and like emotional AF. So that video is coming to you guys really soon. And thank you guys for watching. Thank you for coming along this journey. And I hope you guys stay tuned for more. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.